Hi everyone, welcome back. Lastly we learned about this optical flow and today we are gonna learn about Farneback optical flow. Before starting into this one, maybe we can compare these two and we can understand more clearly. I already prepared a slide about the comparison of these two classes. For example, about the approach, Farneback optical flow is making the result according to the based on the image brightness variations. We can understand as pixel differentiations, but this optical flow is using a different approach which is based on matching patches in an image, so kind of motion vector is using. So about the tracking, maybe you can understand easily this is maybe this optical flow is better than Farneback because this is using a motion vector, this is using matching patches. Maybe you can understand about the template matching, so kind of methods this optical flow is using. So about tracking, this is gonna be more better. We can talk about these things maybe in the other categories. And also about the density means computationally, for example, Farneback, we said for each pixel is computes the optical flow, but this optical flow, even this is giving the result for each pixel in the OpenCV functionalities, but it's using a different approach, so it's not making calculations for all the pixels in the image. So about the computation or about the efficiency or speed, this optical flow is still better than the Farneback optical flow. About the accuracy, actually generally we can still say this optical flow is better than the Farneback optical flow, but for moderate motion, which is meaning the smooth backgrounds, we can say Farneback optical flow is as good as this optical flow. So for smooth backgrounds, even this is computationally expensive. Maybe in some cases, for example in our case, a billiard example we are using, we can check the video in the example and you can see also this can give good results in there. So for smooth background, for slow motions, accuracy in some cases can be better in Farneback optical flow, but for faster movements or kind of capturing large motions, also for some occlusions, especially why occlusions are very important for this optical flow, because we said in here it's using matching patches. So even the object is passing through in an obstacle, if there is any occlusion in that object, it can still track the object, but Farneback is not gonna give good results for occlusion kind of motions. Okay. Computational complexity, we already said it can be computationally expensive comparing to this optical flow because of the reason it's calculating for all pixels in the image. Okay, about the robustness, it can struggle with large displacements, but for large displacements this optical flow is still good, and we can say still this optical flow is more robust than the Farneback optical flow. Usage, Farneback is widely used in various applications such as motion analysis, tracking, and video stabilization. Actually, in the same way, this optical can be used for these areas, except video stabilization. For example, if you are visualizing the stable view, which has stable background, Farneback optical flow can be better than this optical flow. I think I'm clear. Maybe you can stop in here. You can check by yourself also. Now we can back to the Farneback optical flow in here. My plan again for this one, we will just check with the default values how this Farneback is giving us the results. Then in the next video we are gonna focus on the parameters, focus on the member functions in here. Okay. This is the code from my previous video about this optical flow, and we can run this one and we can get a moment, so we can compare. Actually we are using a moment in here generally for this ball and this ball. Similarly, all we need to do is just changing this optical flow into the Farneback optical flow because they are derived from the same base class, so it's gonna work with the default values again. Okay, Maybe we can look detailedly before going to that moment. Okay, it's giving some wrong results already, still wrong results. Okay, now it started to give good results. In here, maybe because of some motion crash in here, so it's giving wrong results, because this is, as I said, is calculating according to the brightness variations. And let's come to this moment. You see also, maybe the first thing you notice is giving less results, I mean not many results, like this optical flow. Only 3 in here you can see. In here also only 2 pixels. Of course around this maybe there are many pixels, but we are calculating for some specific pixels, we are getting the results. But for the same case, with this optical flow is giving many pixel values with the default values to us for getting results. Okay. Oh, we already missed our case seems. What was our case? Okay, this ball is little going through. Maybe we can run again and coming to that moment. Let's run. Okay, this moment. Now we can compare. Let's zoom. Okay, in here for this red ball we already get many results from the pixels, you see, and all the pixels are showing me the correct way, correct direction. In the left side also we get less pixels comparing to the left side, but by the way this is Farneback, but at least it's giving me good results for this moment. But you see this is also less comparing to the left side, the number of the pixel results, still giving me good results. As I said, because this is a smooth background, the motion speed is not really large, so for this case of course Farneback is also gonna work better. But I'm also want to check, this is Farneback, there is a because crash in here and it's giving a bad result, right? For example this one, this ball is going through this one, but it's showing left side, and this ball maybe little showing correct. And back to this optical flow and come to that moment. Okay, let's come through that moment. Okay, in here there is some vectors, even small, showing to the left side, and here there is not many, but still there are some pixels showing me to the right side, which is even one, even small, is showing me the white pixel is going to the right side. I think better than the Farneback. Maybe also we can compare just before that one, which is just okay, this moment this is bad. I remember Farneback is also bad. Yeah, we already compared this. Okay, I think I'm clear about the Farneback usage. We already give comparison also in here. For the next video we can focus on the parameters and we can get into the details. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos.